What's up, YouTube? It's Mike, the main reef. Today I'm going to go over the NICREW Gen 2 HYPERREEF 200 watt. I've been using them now for about 4 months. It's coming up on 4 months. I've had coral in this system for about 3 months now. SPS, LPS, zoanthids, a little bit of mixture of everything. So I can kind of give you guys my review on them. So to start, first generation of the second gen HYPERREEFs, when they first came out, they had a bit of an issue with the fans being loud. What it was NICREW wanted as much cooling as possible, so they had a chip program in here that was literally set up to have the fans on, I don't want to say as fast as possible, but much faster than they were in the Generation 1s. And then the second remake of the Gen 2s, they put a new chip in it and quieted it down. If you do have the first run of the Gen 2s, you can contact NICREW. They have the chip, they have a video on how to put it into the light, everything like that. That being said, the fan is on right now and you can't really hear it. Other than that, very easy to use. Controller, you got UV, blue, white, red, and green. You don't get to control each individual colored LED diodes, but because UV's set into, like, grouped into UV, and then you have the blues, which is royals and regulars, and then you have the whites, cool whites and warms, and they're all just mixed in together, which makes it super easy for people. You don't have to go crazy and try to figure out all that, other stuff, each individual diodes. It's a very simple, easy to use controller. But I have had it on SPS for, I'm going to say 3-4 weeks now, and I've been having some great growth. I'm going to try and have a B-roll set up for you guys so that you guys can see a couple of these. But like, I have Walt Disney in here, I have some Bill Murray, I have a couple of Millies in there, unnamed stuff. And then you get the Coral Compulsion, Gold Digger. So we have a good variety of SPS coral for me to be able to give you like an idea of how it works. And so far, fantastic. I can't even complain about anything. Good coloration, great par. When I did my par test, I was getting 200 par at the bottom on just blues and violets, and right now I am running 5% whites and greens as well. No reds, so I'm sure the par is just a smidge higher, not much, but either way, 200 pretty much all the way around on the bottom glass. Up where that green acro is, up there on the tail, as many people would say, it is like 400, and then 400 pretty much around there. And then about mid-level right here, just above that Jade's Bird's Nest is about 300. So it's getting plenty of par throughout the whole entire tank. You can attest that to the 120-degree angle lenses. Honestly, like I said, I can't really even complain about this light. There is, other than people complaining about the fan noise, and I do have the new chip for this, and I haven't even put it in. So if that's the biggest complaint with this light, so be it. Other than that, nothing really else to talk about with them. They've been pretty dang good. I do have my buddy 207 and my cousin testing out, well, sorry, 207's got the HYPERREEF 150s. My bad. My cousin does have the Nava Reefs on his 40 breeder, so we are testing those out as well. He purchased those, so it's not really like he's doing it all on his own. This light was sponsored, as you guys know, from NICREW, and then this light was purchased myself. But let me show you guys some close-ups here, and that way you guys can kind of see how much they've grown. Well, you guys can't really see how much they've grown because I haven't really shown you that before, but the coloration I'm getting out of these corals. And mind you, this is my daylight spectrum, so I am at the 5% whites, 5% greens with 100% blues and UVs, so it is a little more white, one would say, than maybe you're going to see with, like, you know, the Instagram or the TikTok tanks where they're full blue. I do that, so I can't really say anything, but let me get you guys a little closer so you can see what's going on. So there's the Duncan. Duncan has been, I have received this from 207. This was originally in the Evo upstairs, but it is back here. We got the new fish. The Australian stripey is in here now. He's in here for one reason only: to help take care of Aptasia when it does arrive. But we got the Bugatti. Let's see here. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get some B-rolls for these. The Jade's Bird's Nest, which is just growing like crazy. Coral Compulsion Gold Digger. I can't remember. I think that's Mayan Sun. Can't remember exactly. We got the Bill Murray, which is just been amazing, encrusting like crazy. We got the Jawbreaker Deadpool in there. The Back from the Dead Acan. Like I said, a couple of these are encrusting like absolutely mad in this tank now. We got the big Acro from Coral Compulsion. That's out of his 50-gallon system. Like I said, the light is doing fantastic. This guy right here is a little low on the color, but it was the tank was low on nutrients when I first put them all in here, so I'm not too worried. Again, it's SPS. They will change at any sign of stress. So we got the Walt Disney here, and that's an unnamed coral behind it from One Reef. We don't know the name. He didn't know the name. Sorry. I'm sure somebody else out there does, but everything's looking good. And honestly, from day one, these lights, the spectrum that they had was fantastic, and I fell in love with them. So the plate has gone from, as if you guys have been following for a while, this was in the Evo. The plate started off at maybe 1.5 inches across. Now it's probably close to 7 inches. It's getting pretty crazy, but tank's been doing really good. Clarity in the water is fantastic. I have the LG reactors on for about 4 hours, I believe, 4 or 5 hours a night. UV has been on 60 to 70 gallons per hour for parasite control for the fish. Other than that, skimmer is on, but it's on a very, very, very dry skim and no filter pad. And then all I have in the system, as you guys may know, is just a bunch of rock and rubble in the sump. Very simple setup. It's always worked for me. Kelp Wasser's still in the auto top off on this, just because, again, I have not done the kelp stir, but that will be worked on this week. But yeah, everything is looking good. I had to cut some frags off of the candy cane, 207's candy cane, so not much I can really say bad about these lights. They've been fantastic. Like I said, this one still has the stock chip in it, and you can kind of hear it, right? But if you're, over here, you're not hearing any of that. So that is the budget build 80-gallon NICREW HYPERREEF 200-watt Gen 2s, and that will be my short little 4-month review on them. Great mounting. Like I said, lights perform just as well as some of the big names for a fraction of the price. So if you're looking for something that can grow SPS, this will do it, and it'll grow everything else. Anyways, I'm going to try and upload some more videos here for you guys, because you guys miss out on quite a bit. But try and catch me in the next one. Later.